All right, so I'm Mr. Quick. Little brief background. I'll speed date with you. I know some of the faces. I know some of the names. I appreciate coming in. I actually really look forward to this. What this is not going to be a lecture. You guys are too smart for lectures. This is not trying to make you think something. It's just me to present some information, and hopefully you walk away with one thing, and I walk away with one thing that we learn from each other. That's all this is, okay? It's informal. So the topic is adversity or handling challenges, and that directly relates to what I think about my career and where I'm at in life. I have 2 children at home. I have a 7-year-old daughter, Ariana, and a 4-year-old son, Eli Jude. They like sports. They're both into school now. And my background really consists of having been in education for 25 years. I've worked in East Hartford. I've worked at Hartford Public High School and coached basketball there for 8 years. I've been in New Britain, where I started an alternative school similar to this one. And now I'm back in East Hartford. Some of you have had my wife in class. I've seen you in class. I've seen you around. And now I'm back as a supervisor associate. So that's my brief background, okay? The topic today is adversity. And everybody has their own interpretations of what something tough is. I'm not going to have you write it down, but I just want you to put it in your brain as I look around. Miss Riley left. At this stage, as you sit here on September 18th, 2017, if I asked you your number one problem, you don't have to answer it. Put it in your brain. You don't have to write it down. If I asked you to talk about what's the biggest problem you face right now, biggest challenge, the thing bothering you the most that's in that brain of yours right now, okay, what would it be? I can take some educated guesses. School, family issue, money, career, right? Girlfriend, boyfriend problems, gang-related problems, okay? Facts, okay? So these are the type of things. Yes, I did. What's your name, by the way? Chastity? Oh, that's my sister-in-law's name. Great name. So in my last year at Hartford Public High School, 2006, I sat in front of, I taught 5 sections of social studies and I coached basketball there. And this really hit me and was earth-shattering for me, because then I started to think about how delicate life is. 6 kids I had in front of me like you on a daily basis in my classes were killed.
Damn.
6.
That's a deep.
I taught 100 kids. I coached 40 in basketball. 6 children were killed. That's why I mentioned gang-related activities. That's why I mentioned that. 6. That really bothered me. And I can give you all the reasons and the way it happened. But out of 100 kids that I interact every day would sit where you were, 6 were killed. And then I look at the reasons, and I really had a hard time for a few years wrapping my head around what adversity could be so great that you can't handle it, that somebody's life is going to be taken. So as you sit here, if I asked you to post your problem, the most telling problem you have in your life right now, and some of you laughed, smirked, your body language didn't change, you didn't show any emotion, I could take educated guesses, but I don't know, because I don't know what's going through your mind. You don't know what my problems are, okay? But if you posted them on that board, the question would be, how are you handling them? So I'll tell you one more tale. On July 4th, my sister returned home with her husband, my brother-in-law, and their 2 children from a trip. Lifetime dream. They went to Bermuda. It was their 25th anniversary. They came back. On July 5th, yeah, they loved it. Swimming with dolphins, boating, jet skis.
Just life.
They loved it. Okay? They sent pictures. On July, what's your name?
Jason.
Huh? Jay Sean. On July 5th, my brother-in-law was riding his bike on a mountain trail, got off the trail, was from here to the high school from being home, and hit something on the side of the road. He's been a mountain biker for 40 years. He's 52 years old. He flipped over and became paralyzed. Yeah. So I've been seeing him. We've been watching my niece, and his life, like that, changed. So now he's like trying to, like, he's got the chicken wing, for lack of a better term, but he can't really do much. There's nothing from here down. They give him medication because he has bed sores, and then when he gets the medication, it slows down his progress. But if you look at the back of your neck, C7 is like the part of the spinal column here, and then it goes C6, C5. The C7 jammed up and broke because the way he flipped over, he had a helmet on, and it broke the C3. Remember Superman? Christopher Reeves was. You guys are a little young. He got paralyzed on a horse. You may remember, way back our age was Superman, and that was a C2. So now every day when I go and see him, he says, "Some days I just don't want to wake up. Some days I can't believe this happens. I'm having unbelievable nightmares about these pictures and all," because he's on a lot of medication, and and it's really emotional because every time I see people that know him or I see him, I go, that's one hell of an adversity he's going through. So I certainly can get up, go to work, and shut my mouth and enjoy life. So, adversity, it goes in groups, okay? You're at a stage in your life where your adversity are the things we articulate. How are you going to handle it? What do you do? Because really, you walk out of here with a degree, you go on, you got all the lectures you've heard, your grades, attendance, do the right thing. You're at the stage now, your mind is made up on where you're directed to. And you're going to make decisions time and again that are yours. The number one thing, though, that I learned in 2006 at Hartford High from the parents and the families of those 6 kids that were killed was that they never will recover from that. And the decisions their children made and the decisions you make. So people will say sometimes, I don't care, right? You hear that a lot? You might say it, right? You ever say it? I don't care. I don't care. I don't know you. I don't care. You care enough to say it, so you actually have caring in you. I'm looking at your eyes. I'm looking at your body language. How do you handle adversity? Does anybody want to volunteer one sample of what a challenge they're facing? Nobody?
Waking up and wanting to come to school every day.
So waking up to want everybody else on board with that?
I'd be excited.
So if that's your biggest challenge, then you're living a charmed life, my friend. So as you go through your next steps, what are we all seniors or different grades? Huh? What grades? Junior, senior?
Yeah, I'm senior.
Senior. So now the game is going to stop from, if that's your biggest challenge. I appreciate you sharing. If your biggest challenge or your biggest adversity is school.
Oh, no, that wasn't my biggest
challenge. Oh,
challenge.
okay. A challenge. All right. So then now when you get off the label of being a student, then the next challenge is, what am I going to do? What do I want to do? All right. I just had a long conversation about labels with people. The labels people put on each other, or the things they like to label or say you can't do it or you might not be able to do it. You guys know better than that. What other challenges do you face moving forward? Age 17, what are we, 16, 17, 18, right?
Yeah.
Is that where we're at? What other challenges? Huh? Just throw one out there, sure.
Go to work?
College. So you have a plan of college? Yeah. Like, do you have a plan of like what you're thinking to do? Engineering, awesome. Great. Work, I heard work. Are you working now? Is he working?
Yeah.
Where? Which one? So what's the challenge? The hours?
Lazy. Do I really want to go into this?
Right. It's a good McDonald's though. They just redid it, right?
Yeah.
Anybody else work?
They some office. They don't like doing nothing.
Huh?
Sleeping all day.
I haven't worked in my dream.
You what?
No, I need
Hey,
that.
you got fired. You know the job.
You haven't gone to interviews, but you're thinking of it?
Like, I have interviews,
Fuck
but
yeah,
I
bro.
just didn't go.
Yeah. All right, so I don't have any big earth-shattering things, but as this adversity hits you in the classroom, or adversity hits you like my brother-in-law, or adversity hits you like a teacher at the high school is a personal friend of mine who just found out the second time cancer came back. Second time, 2 kids at home. Or the adversity hits your family, and I'm sure you guys can drop stories on me, personal stories that you could share, you don't have to, about adversity, of how you end up where you are. How do you carve out your niche and your legacy? Because ultimately, there's people that care about you and want to support you and help you. Some, and there's a whole lot that want to see you fail. That's the truth. And when you fail, they don't care. All right? And I'm not gonna, and that's just facts. That's just the way it is. So the good thing is engineering, a job at McDonald's, coming to school every day, getting things straight, things you hear over and over. Because one thing I've always recognized that we say a lot as adults is, well, kids have changed. Let me make this very clear. Kids haven't changed. Students your age haven't changed. People haven't changed. Society's changed, okay? Expectations, you know, you guys are smart enough. I can see it in your eyes. I've been through many schools that I've worked at, many different types of kids. It doesn't matter. You're going to find, if you want to find an angle to play in your life, you can play it to get by. If you want to be a successful engineer, you want to be successful, run your own business, you want to be a successful college student, then you're going to deal with the adversity. You're going to keep plowing ahead.
Facts.
And that's the reality of this. So just remember as you leave today, there's a teacher in this, and there's plenty of stories. There's a teacher in this district who has 2 kids at home that's going, I just got off the phone with her, she's going for the next 9 months of treatment and said, I don't know if I can get through this. It's so tiresome. I said, you got 2 beautiful children at home, you're gonna make it. Easy for me, because I feel good today. There's a good, my brother-in-law is just trying to get fed today. So, what's that? So that's a life skill though, right? So, hey guys, a life skill is, you're welcome to talk to each other, but we're having a conversation, so just out of respect,
Facts.
that's all.
Disrespect.
I wouldn't disrespect you, that's all I'm asking. You, okay,
What?
so, any closing comments on adversity
No.
or challenges? All right, so I hope you took something away. I got some information
Can I
from you
advertise
today.
my IG and
You
Snap?
can advertise whatever you want on
Yo,
your own
make
time.
sure if y'all listening, follow me on IG at Barack O'Malley _.
What's so good about
Barack O'Malley _. It's lit. Go give me some spams, all of that. Add me on Snap. Hit your boy up. You know how I'm rocking.
I need like my own, you gotta help me with like a vocabulary list of all the updated things.
I got you.
All right, you have a great day, have a rest of the week, have a good week, and I appreciate you having me come in and talk to you guys.